Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Yo, I feel amazing, man. I was very sick this week and finally my nose is not runny. Um I changed my stream title real quick. At first it was doing runs without a runny nose because I was celebrating the fact that I wasn't sick. But when I was going through my Discord, I remembered a distant memory, which was that if you look at my screen right now, you can see that it kind of looks like a talk show, or it looks like the Eric Andre show to be exact. But when I first set up my Twitch, one of the things that I really wanted to do was just actually have the ability to have an actual conversation with strangers, which is incredibly risky to do on Twitch. Obviously someone can get you banned real quick. But I'm also I'm not the biggest streamer, so I feel like it's kind of a good time to test it out. So later on, if anyone feels brave enough, I would love to get you in the Discord for a little interview. And by interview, I really just mean asking you questions about your life, getting to know you. But I'm going to leave that open to you guys. Maybe I'll do like a vote later on to see if you want to do it. Thank you, One Shot, for saying that you're glad I feel better. I'm so happy to be back. Totarakis, hello, hello. So yeah, that's my stream title today. Maybe like halfway through the stream, we'll do a little check, see if anyone feels brave enough to have a convo. But I grew up watching a little bit of Dan Giesling, and I love how he just pulls someone into the car, pulls someone into the call, and says all right, let's chat about this thing. Because I was a barista for many years, and part of the reason I wanted to do streaming was just the opportunity to talk to strangers. I find talking to strangers the most interesting, most fascinating thing of all time. What are we doing today? Well, we are back exactly where we left off yesterday. I did not continue this run. I kind of just closed the game and I started writing the script for my team composition video. So we are probably going to continue this run and finish it off. Hold up. My web... Oh my god, I put us in the wrong... I put us in the wrong... what's it called? OBS scene? That's an old scene from when I was doing the Mewgenics triathlon. I should probably just delete that so I don't make that mistake again. There we go. Yeah, we're back with where we left off, which was we were trying to do a run that didn't have a dedicated tank. We were doing Psychic, Tinkerer, Monk, and Druid, and hoping that the Druid, Monk, and Tinkerer were tanky enough to warrant not running a tank. How's everyone doing today, by the way? Does anyone have anything exciting planned for the weekend? I'm guessing a lot of people are playing Slay the Spire 2. I want to play Slay the Spire 2, but I don't even feel close to finished with Mewgenics. So I'm kind of a little bit I'm a little unsure of what to do. I might wait till the full version of Slay the Spire comes out before I play it. But I think I'd still like to be playing Mewgenics and making guides for the game. A little behind on the guides. What does Magnus have going on? He's immune to stuns, eh? I don't think that's an issue. I don't think we're really running stuns. Now, the main thing with Magnus is we don't want him to be able to chain his attacks. We also have access to a lot of tall grass because of the rain, so I think we're going to also try to take advantage of that as much as possible. I think I would rather, instead of attacking Magnus, I think I'd rather make sure I occupy some of said tall grass. All familiars get all stats up and heal, but it's... Oh yeah, this is once per battle. We don't want to necessarily cast that off the rip. But look at how efficient that damage up was. Let's occupy more grass. Also avoid a situation where Magnus hits many of our units at the same time. Stream Elements bot is running on YouTube now. Oh, okay. I just got my first 7/7 cat last night. Finished Act 2, did Act 3, up to dinosaurs. So this weekend, I'll make progress on Act 3 in my farm. One shot, you were flying through that. Yeah, I'm a little bit... I need to make some progress on Act 3. It's a little bad, if I'm being honest. Let's... Oh, I forgot to equip that parasite on Aaron. But yeah, congratulations. That's incredible progress. You know what's crazy is I looked at the Twitch category, and there's only 1,000 viewers, like 1,400 viewers of this game right now. Is Mewgenics not the new hotness anymore, man? Has that much time already passed? This is like a generational game. I'm surprised people aren't like crazy about it. Do you think it lived up to people's expectations, or like what do you think's going on here? I'm shocked that there isn't a lot more noise about this game. There was a lot of noise on week 1. But I feel like a lot of that noise fell off. The second part of Act 3 is so good. Oh, don't tease me, Jaisa. Don't tease me. Well, look, we can... There's no reason not to do that. It blinds you. Infests you. The surprisingly line formation against Magnus is quite effective for not getting hit multiple times. I should have maybe slowed him first. Alright. I'm trying to think here about where to put myself. Because obviously I need to melee hit this guy. The end is very brutal, but it's cool. Yeah, Slay the Spire 2 is definitely what's hype right now. I'm conflicted because I actually really want to play it, but some people told me like this is the beta, it's not finished yet. And in general, I do prefer to play a game when it's finished. I waited on Darkest Dungeon 2, for example. I remember that beta came out really early, and I just waited, and I'm kind of glad I did. Now, do you guys know how complete Slay the Spire 2 is? Like, are we talking about a release later this month? Or do we know when the full release is going to be? I thought the full release was going to be this month originally, but I might have been wrong. It might have just been the beta. Alright, let's go. Go here. I don't know why I assumed I could get all the way over there. Maybe that's fine. I equipped the magnet on my Tinkerer, which was kind of foolish, because now I'm going to end up throwing the magnet. Or I just don't use the magnet. Alright, let's just do something like that. Oh, you still don't have the Jester Collar? I don't really remember. I thought I got the Jester Collar before I went to Act 3. It might be like the secret zone of Act 2. Maybe you have to beat that to get it. Ooh. I should be saving my mana to get increased gravity. Now this is like bad. He could do combo spin, so I think I do need to put my psychic over here just to stop him from doing that. Great. Kind of worked out perfectly. It's going to let us get some backstabs. Now, if we don't kill him this turn, this could lead into a combo spin attack, which is not the worst thing in the world. Oh, wait a sec. I think I have an idea, man. I think I got a crazy idea. What if we did something like this? Would this work? And then can we pull you back into it? Wait a sec. I don't know why that pulled these units. What's my monk's dex at? 5 damage on range stance is huge. Jai saw that was because of the druid's damage buff. Yeah, it's beating the Rift as Jester. Beating the Rift as Jester, I should say. Good afternoon, our fresh prince of breeding. Yeah, man. That's what they call me. Not in real life, but in the Mewgenics world. I'm the most breedable streamer. Yeah. The druid's attack buff. Guys, how's everyone doing today? If anyone here has the courage to, I would love to interview a random stranger later today. What happens if I do this? Alright, yeah, that makes sense. An infinite punching combo would be unfair. That'd be a crazy opener for the Bumble bio. You know what I would love to see, but I would not be able to handle looking at? Hello, TOS Facts. Welcome. Good to see you today. I would love to see a compilation of every single dating app profile I've had throughout the years and like every single opener or like every single bio I've ever put. I think I would probably rip my own eyes out of shame, but I think it would be a very interesting exercise. God, when I was 22, man, I think I had some embarrassing bios. I'm trying to like remember one. I think one of them was like, I think one of them was like single origin cortado in the streets. Venti frappuccino in the sheets or something like that. What the fuck was that about? I was trying to make like a barista joke. Not very sexy. I think sometimes trying to be too funny in a way is like one of the most unsexy things, because it's kind of like motherfucker thinks he's a class clown, huh? Dude is so unserious. Do you know what I mean? I mean, obviously there's moments where like being funny is incredibly sexy because it's confident and just good energy, but I think something like a Tinder bio, that's like an egregious thing to put in there. It's not even, you could argue that that's not even funny. I don't know, chat, what's your worst well, maybe not your worst. I don't know. If you've been banned off of Bumble or Tinder, I don't want to know what you said to get banned, but if you can think of any one-liners that you've used, please put them in chat. I'll give you my live feedback. What are we doing here? I'm just embarrassing myself in front of a live audience. Dash forward 3 tiles and attack. This does 2 damage for every extra action you've taken this turn. Now, we don't really have something that's like super cheap to make this go crazy outside of our like regular kit. Your basic attack inflicts bruise until the end of turn. Right now we only have 2 basic attacks, so it's not really crazy. It's good. What's the interview for? Just to practice my interview skills. If I could like flash forward That's So Raven style into the future and see like the type of streamer I want to be, I think one of the core things would be like talking to people. But I mean like not just talking at chat, like literally like interviewing people in calls and stuff like that. Or one thing I really wanted to do, I don't know if this will work out, but when I was like brainstorming things I could do on Twitch, one of the things I'm so good at in real life is I have friends who come to me to vent about people, and I 100% always just tell them that they're in the right. I am so good at just validating people's experience, even if it's questionable, even if you could maybe say, hey, maybe in this situation you could have been a little bit more empathetic or kind. I'm like the ultimate friend for just completely validating whatever your actions were, especially if you're a beautiful woman. I'll just be like, yeah, he probably deserved for you to go through his phone. So So yeah, I kind of was like, I want to like transfer some of those skills. I would love to have like a confessional booth once a week, or like a hotline where you call to vent, and I just listen to people vent. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So that was like one of my original ideas. I mean, right now I don't know if my Mewgenics audience is like here for that, but like that was what I wanted to do originally when I was thinking about my Twitch personality. Now, we're taking a long time to make a decision here. Gain armor each time for each empty slot, and then switch dances. This could be good. This could be good. It'd make our monk more like a tank. Or like, not more like a tank, but it'd have more sustain. Finisher's also not bad. Just for like damage output. I'm really taking a long time. But yeah, people who work in front end service make good hosts. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's like 7 years of being a barista, and not even like a barista at Starbucks. I'm talking like a small little indie cafe downtown where people come in. I'm like listening to like MF Doom. I'm watching skate videos, and we have like a 3-hour conversation about philosophy. Kind of barista. I gotta make a choice. Let's just... We have a druid to heal us, so we don't need the sustain. A little bit more DPS is always good. Let's just take bruise. I would have taken the other one. I like the other skill, but I don't have a cheap skill to trigger it other than like wetting myself, and I don't know if that's really what I want to do. I think I want the -3 charisma. Oh, I put it on the wrong person. I meant to put it on my psychic. Let's not talk about that. A Tom that is elite and immune to stuns, eh? He looks really massive. Now, we don't have to worry about these guys. I'm not gonna... We could go after the bird. Just because we didn't bring any equipment into here. But these Tom-Toms are annoying because they're champions, so they're going to get to move twice, which means that if we don't come up with a strategy for blocking him, he's going to be a little bit annoying on our team. How much damage does he do? He does 7. I mean, look, our bird is always... Actually, and you know what? The leapers? Don't forget the leapers. This is also a champion leaper. Alright, well look. We're gonna hope that the Tom goes after our bird. And we're also gonna try to get rid of the leapers before we worry too much about these guys. But let's not put too many of our units in harm's way of the Tom-Toms. The bird, to draw some aggro, that's fine. But, we're going to try to stay over here as much as we can. And dragging this mouse is going to help us a little bit. I can't believe I put the parasite on the wrong character. That's a little unfortunate. I also forgot to take the magnet off. That's alright. And honestly, I'm not... I mean, no, we probably want to keep the magnet. I shouldn't throw it. Making a couple mistakes right off the bat. Getting bruise on the Tom would be good. Let's see. We want to... We would ideally like to kill this thing, but we have to kill the leaper before it attacks again. So it looks like our turn is probably going to be killing this, maybe starting to do some damage to this leaper. And you know what? Infested might do a little bit for us here since there's some weak enemies. But a lot of damage coming out. Last stream with class rankings, it helped you discover new classes and team compositions, especially Monk and Necromancer. I can't wait for the video. Well, good news, I have recorded most of the audio for the video. I just have to do the visuals now. It's an easy video. It's not super tough to make. So it's got me thinking a lot about like how, you know, originally I feel like whenever you're doing something, you always have to like know when to pivot. And I'm not necessarily saying I have to do anything different, but I do think that the guide content is something that I'm maybe even better at than the streaming or the Let's Play content. And if that's the case, it does kind of raise the question of like, all right, what, like, should I be putting less hours into streaming and more hours into making guides? And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just like stuff that's bouncing around my head right now. You didn't like your name, so you changed it. Tony Pajamas, what was your name before? And why Tony Pajamas? That makes me think of Mr. Soprano. Alright, well, we can't kill you. Which is a shame. Now, does blinding you help us? Blinding you could reduce how much damage we're about to take. You are going to damage us. I guess I want to just spread apart, maybe. Or maybe... Maybe I can do something like this, where I lower your movement. Lower your movement. Then I back up like over here. All right. This is getting out of hand a little bit. Yo, Asaglad, hello, hello. You were one shot. Ah, your name was Anthony. Yo, you'd be down for the call? Okay, okay. Bipolar Bear. Bipolar Bear Claw. Yo, later this stream, I'll take a little break. We'll hop into the... are you in the Discord? I have a section of the Discord already set up for that. That would be very cool. That'd be very cool. Don't worry. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's just going to be talking to another human being. Unless you wanted to do a confessional booth. But I think just for today, it should just be practicing talking to a stranger online. Okay, Tony Pajamas, formerly known as One Shot. Welcome back with your new alias. I really messed up by giving my Tinkerer this magnet. Part of me wants to just throw it. Let's pick up this, I mean, we also need to summon some punch bots here. That's going to help us tank a little bit of damage. But I'm also like, I wonder if I just throw the magnet. You know what? We're gonna throw the magnet. I know it's wasteful. Whoa. It had a crazy... Wait, what? Hold up. Konkara, are you being for real? Slay the Spire 2 full release in 1.5 years? I thought it was this month, man. I thought it was the end of the month. Are you trolling me? Wow, 10 HP, huh? The link for the Discord should be... Oh, wait. You're in Twitch. And... I don't know if the exclamation mark Discord is still working. So, there you go. Nobody talks about how hard it is to be a streamer without mods. I think I have mods, but a lot of my mods are my IRL close friends. And once I started getting some organic viewers, they kind of started showing up a little bit less often, which totally makes sense because they were showing up to support their friend. But now that their friend is doing okay, they're probably like, all right, awesome. I can go back to my regular life where I don't watch Twitch. So I think it was a little bit foolish of me to make them all mods. It did help a lot in the early days. But we'll get there, guys. We'll be like such an official streamer soon. We'll be such an official streamer that it'll be like... Oh, wait. I shouldn't be stacking myself up like that. Hold up. Let me get away. This was pretty brutal. We took a lot of damage here. And partially because I just had like my Tinkerer not really able to act. Vial of acid, huh? Alright, good stuff. Yo, Nemi is here. Hello, hello. Nemi, how did you get that alien symbol beside your name? You watched the Marathon server slam and launch last week. I got a bug today that was pretty nice. I took 2 mission items, one of which was the Boneyard and the other the Throbbing Domain. Doing both missions was a bit hard, so I stopped by the Boneyard and it completed both quests. Interesting. I wonder if there's some way to get around going to the Throbbing Domain. Alright. Aaron. We can deal damage and inflict blind on every unit within sight. That includes our teammates. Swap positions with a unit in your line of sight. That is great movement tech. We already do have a little bit of movement tech though with Buddy Up. Force an enemy within your line of sight to attack in the direction it's facing. That's actually not bad. That can help us do more damage. And teleport to the last tile you targeted with an ability. I don't hate Puppet. I think Puppet can be used effectively here. Except it only targets enemies. So, and there's not a lot of ranged enemies. But they'd have to really be like right beside and facing another enemy. I feel like maybe this is a little bit too uncommon. The Psychic's facial expression is pretty funny. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, he looks like he's having a good time. I'm also... wondering if I can make Supernova work without damaging my own team. But it seems a little risky. We also don't have 10 intelligence. Let's take Puppet. We'll try to make it work. It's going to be a little tough, but we'll try. We'll try. What's this? Gain 2 movement. Okay. Not really. I wonder, you know what? This would affect our Druid summon, actually. So it's not terrible on the Druid. We can give our Citrus Berry. I guess we could give it to our Tinkerer, who actually needs a little HP. A dense fog. Units can barely see. Guys, did they make hard mode harder? I swear it wasn't this bad before. Wow, that's a lot of champion enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I'd rather have the monk with the damage up. Now, I'm trying to think of what the... Like, we obviously can't kill one of the pooters. It's a self buff, not a stat change, so it won't affect the bird. Is that true? No, look, the bird has 9 movement, and the druid has 9 movement. Or is this not showing me with the boots? I feel like it does affect the crow. As long as it's a straight up stat up, I think it does affect the crow. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding. Look, I could also do 1 damage to a lot of things with my wind. I just don't think that's necessarily worth it right now. Oh, the spoon is a use thing. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was on use. I forgot to unmute. Mutations affect the crow, yeah. No, I thought that the spoon item was just a +2 to the movement. That's why I thought the crow would have also been affected, but that was wrong. I might have been able to force one of the pooters to attack one of his friends, actually. So our ranged attack is gonna do what? 6 damage? Enough to take this out. Okay, so this is a reviving thing. That's fine. It might be better to kill this pooter. I mean, we're gonna have issues either way. Actually, this pooter is not even in range. If anything... Well... Why don't we just kill... We'll kill this pooter. The pooters are much stronger than these guys. Now, getting a little tech can hopefully give us a better item. No? Alright. Guys, I was feeling 100% healthy and now I'm coughing again. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get a regular cold, I kind of feel like I'm getting rocked. I don't know if that means that I have something wrong with my immune system. Yeah, it was a use item. But yeah, man, even the average cold feels terrible. You might be saying go see a doctor. When I go see a doctor, at least in Canada, our medical system, though praised by many people, is getting a lot worse. There's been like austerity in our medical services for a long time. So these days, if I go to the doctor, they'll be like, well, you don't seem that bad. Come back in 2 weeks if things get worse. And you're just like, all right. Oh my God. Sorry, this will kill this. Talking a lot isn't very good when you're ill. You know what? People have... That doesn't make sense. Hold up, I have water. Oh, there we go. We're better. Now, will this attack this fly, or will it attack me? Convenient. Convenient. I could get this fly to attack this guy. And actually, I could get him to do that quite a bit, I think. Oh, yeah. All right. Pretty well handled. We can focus on picking up some coins and some HP. 2 enemies left, eh? Now, actually, these spiders don't have range to kill this, so I think I may have made a little mistake. So we'll just end it to be safe. All right, we're surviving the hard path. I think we have a strong team. I definitely made some early mistakes. When you deal damage to another unit, gain +1 strength or +2 dex until the end of your turn. When you switch stances, do a spin attack that hits all adjacent units. +2 shield. When you lose shield, gain thorns. Now, this is like the kind of stuff that turns Monk into a tank. And if we had taken that shield generation earlier, this could have been like really good. Instead, I guess we're focusing more on being a DPS unit. So I guess we're going flow state. Rapid flow is interesting. But I think flow state is good for just like... We're going to be treating our monk like it's a fighter, essentially. Human brain, +2 int. I'm trying to decide if this would be better on Tinkerer. Or if it'd be better on Druid. I think I'll just put it on Druid for now. We'll switch it to Tinkerer once Tinkerer has some better abilities. Enter the hole or throw in a random item. I've had good luck with enter the hole, but I feel like 6 luck is not great. Nope, the incredible luck continues. If you get Kamehameha, you feel a huge power increase. Yeah, Monk has some good skills. I like Kamehameha. I mean, Kamehameha, aren't you able to use that like every turn if you have no armor equipped? Okay, when you use a musical ability, refresh your basic action. We have Inspirational Song. This will let us pump out a lot of heals. Familiars are immune to damage from tiles, knockback, thorns, and trample. I think we're building our druid to be like a healer / support unit, so I think this will be good. What am I trying to do in Act 1? Well, I think we built this team yesterday when we were theory crafting how you would build a team without a tank. And I chose units who have not gotten their completion marks in the boneyard, right? Yeah, that's boneyard. So we're just doing boneyard. I think they all have throbbing domain. Yeah, I might not even do throbbing domain. I mean, it'll give us some items. Yeah. Queen Hippo, eh? Ooh, what is this? While alive, all enemies have -1 to all stats. Now, I'm trying to think about what we have here in our kit. We have those knockback bots, and those are going to take up a lot of hits from Queen Hippo. Classic Butch quote, eh? With Buddy up, we can also kind of teleport around the field. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave our Tinkerer here for Queen Hippo to come and get. Does our Tinkerer have Buddy up as well, though? I don't know. I would also like to slow Queen Hippo. Now, I know that's not going to really affect them yet, but it will. I think this will be fine. Yeah. Miss. Oh, because of the fog. Let's stack up some slow on them. I believe I could technically do this. This is a crazy combo. That's a crazy combo. We will put our druid like over here. Oh, our bird also has Arrow Blast, right? So maybe we do something like this. Now, I've talked about this before, but basically with Queen Hippo, I try to either avoid fighting Queen Hippo at all by rotating my units around the map and having one unit take her aggro, or if I'm feeling confident, once we get to like round 3 or something like that and she only has 1 or 2 brace left, we just burst her down. But I haven't found a foolproof way to like get the same results with Queen Hippo every time. This tall grass does help. Yeah, the Arrow Blast. She is going to get 1 hit right now on the bird, but we are in tall grass, which is very good. I mean, we don't really need all this buff, huh? If anything, maybe we want to give it to the bird. We also have We Are the Champions. Our bird could really tank all of Queen Hippo, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I really messed up by putting that parasite on my Tinkerer. What do you mean they have 9 max mana, man? That's got to be so frustrating. All right, this is not necessarily where we want them to be. Now I do have to get some slow on Queen Hippo. So let's go over here and put it on them. Yeah. All right. Not really enough mana. The -1 to all stats, making this a little bit harder. There we go. That's awesome. Will my mutation guide touch on how to get the mutations you want to begin with, or just the breeding part? No. It's going to cover how to get the mutations. You're going to be a little bit upset. I can tell you right now. The way you get the mutations is you create a mutation room where you put all your mutation furniture. And then you put all of the good strays that show up at your door and you put them in the mutation room. And you only select... You only breed in the mutations that you want to breed into your family line from that mutation room. If you don't see a mutation you want, like let's say one of the strays gets a mutation and it's not one of the best ones, you throw them out. And let's say it's time for you to create your next generation of studs and you still don't have a stray that has a mutation you want, well, you still make your next generation of studs. And you basically have to patiently wait until you see the mutations that you want. Now, the benefit to this method is that you can hand select the mutations you breed into your line. The drawback is it's slow and tedious. That being said, you can always mutate cats that have the selectively bred mutations. You can give them 10 more mutations by putting them in the mutation room before you send them on a mission. And those mutations will usually, I'm pretty sure they always pick body parts that are unmutated first. So let's say you hypothetically had reroll all options on your cat and you had 10% dodge chance because those are the 2 ones that you selected. You could then take the offspring of those cats who are not your studs, the ones that are made in the royal family room, and then you could put them in the mutation room to give them more mutations before you send them on an adventure. So it's kind of a slow method, but it does let you hand pick them all. Who needs health? I hope that was helpful. Now, the reason the mutation guide has not come out yet is because I wanted to make like a perfect cat that I could feature in the video. And also I'm just oh, what? Really? You're not my line of sight? I guess. Here we go. This should fix it. I'm a little bit disorganized. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Will this work? It did work. Okay, cool. Yo, good luck ever getting over here. Oh, that's so embarrassing, man. That's so embarrassing. All right. Always craft a bomb at Tech 1. I mean, I love both of these together. We don't really have the option here to do that, so... I mean, it's not hard to get to Tech 1, but at the rate that we're throwing these bombs, we'll probably not be able to keep it up. That being said, do we really have a better option? But I think the way I'd rather use this is just to get to Tech 3 to craft myself like a sniper rifle. You could argue that with our terrible charisma, my fault by the way, because I put that parasite on, that we might want Cleric Soul just for the charisma. It also makes us tankier. It feels bad. It doesn't feel good. It wouldn't feel good to take Cleric Soul. That being said, yeah, I might take it just for the stats. I take it just for the stats. Oh, sorry, it's Tech 1 or less. Guys, I can't read. Chat, I can't read. Always craft the bomb at Tech 1 or less is good. I thought I said Tech 1. Also, the bombs are going to be really good against Geobook. Is it a nightmare to replace mutations in my royal family? Like, I have some good ones, but some aren't perfectly ideals. I would say it is a nightmare because basically to get rid of one mutation is like basically like you have to do a perfect flip and also have a perfect flip on removing it, right? Because like removing a mutation is the same thing as passing along a mutation. It's like one more thing that you need to win the coin flip on. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I just would rather, like, if that's where you're at, you could probably work your way around it. I personally just wouldn't necessarily want it to go down that way. Yeah, the spawn locations are sometimes just kind of annoying for hitting everybody with my basic ability. I should probably give this to someone other than my druid. Like my monk. Well, not my monk, I guess. I'm not too concerned about the hosts as long as you don't stand in their way. I like the idea of popping you so you don't spawn any maggots. Actually, I like... Oh, wait, no. I was going to say I like the idea of getting this unit to attack him, but I do this. Can slow you? Yeah, that's good. What are the best mutations? More utility or stats? Well, in my opinion, some of the best mutations are gain an extra turn at the start of combat, gain an extra basic attack, reroll your options when you level up. I think reroll your options when you level up is incredibly strong because some of the most OP stuff in this game is ability combinations, right? So to be able to re-roll your abilities that you're offered when you level up mean that you have a higher chance of seeing good synergies, meaning that you're going to like scale your damage output exponentially. I think it's better than stats. Guys, I'm sick again. Yeah, I actually have a list here. Let me pull it up real quick. I think I made myself a list for what I was looking for. Okay, yeah. So for body, I have start with a bonus attack. For head, I have take an extra turn at the start of battle. For tail, I have reroll your options when you level up. For legs, I have a 10% extra attack chance per turn and ignores tiles and traps. I think ignores tiles and traps is actually pretty strong because there's some annoying things in this game like lava and the chaos tiles. Also Fenrir, one of the hardest bosses in the game. For my eye mutation, I have a 10% crit chance. For eyebrow, I have reroll options when level up. For ear, I have 10% dodge chance. For mouth, I have reroll options when you level up. So that's 3 combined reroll options, which is like, imagine if you're Isaac and you have 3 charges of the D6 at the start of your Isaac run. That's pretty good. And then for fur, I have gain double the effect of pickups. Fur, if I remember correctly, was kind of an awkward one. There wasn't a lot of great options. But I think double the effect of pickups would mean that meat heals you for 8, which is really good. And coins give you 2 coins, which is really good. So that's kind of, that's my top mutations. I think people will have different opinions. I don't think there is a right or wrong answer. Do those stack? Yes. Yeah, the reroll stack, as far as I'm aware. So you would have 3 dice, basically. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I wanted to puppet something, but I don't think I can. Okay, so we just end our turn. Ooh, I faced my back. Hallowed ground would be 2 holy mantle. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's actually pretty good. I have a bunch of nice passives and mutations, but they are spread out on my cats. I have no idea how to put all into one optimally. I have like at least cats, 5 of each thing I want. So no, I have like 60 cats and I just hope to somehow fuse them. Totarakis, I'm unable to help you in those situations. You've seen my file by now. You've seen that I have like 10 cats at a time. I could not imagine the chaos of 60 cats. 20 pajamas, I would assume that they do stack with the other reroll items. Yeah, so you basically get to like fix your run in whatever sense you want. I'm trying to decide if I attack this guy. I could kill one of these guys. Now this... Was this guy even hitting this guy? I think he was. But I don't know. Like if I put my bird here, I'm about to take so much damage from both of these guys if I don't kill one of them. Alright, let's just kill one of them. Oh, I didn't even see you. What the hell? This guy came out of nowhere. What the hell? Alright, actually, I love this bomb ability. I was so wrong, by the way. This bomb ability is crazy. It does more damage if I threw my weapon, huh? I guess I'll wait. Now, I'm thinking... I think I'll just kill this guy. Oh, or maybe I won't. Oh, he's dead. My poor bird is gonna die, but remember when I said that the druid is like a tank? Oh, it would have still exploded if I had thrown it beside the guy. Would it still have done 11 damage though? Like how many cats do you usually keep for each thing? How soon do you get rid of the parent? I basically get rid of... Basically, the second I breed my 2 studs of my next generation, I start breeding the next line of studs. I never stop breeding the studs. There's never a pause in my stud breeding because I don't want to risk losing a line of studs. So I'm basically always breeding 2 studs for the next generation. And... basically, I'm picking mutated strays to weave in there. I don't know if that's helpful. I guess I need some health. Sure, let's pick up a little coin. Now... I could get this guy to kill this guy, actually. Hold up. Let's kill you. This can pop you. But then let's get you to kill your friend. Yeah. If you think about it, this is really messed up what we're making them do to each other. I feel like Don Flamingo. And let's pick up this money. Yeah, I need to put out the mutation guide. I feel bad. It's like, it's my fault that I have such a... I'm being a little bit hard on myself, and I'm like, unless I have done the thing that I'm going to be telling people to do, I shouldn't post the video. Let's test out this thing and see. I guess I don't have the range, huh? I would just feel like a fraud if I hadn't made the... if I hadn't made the perfect cat yet. And I was making a video saying, here's how to make the perfect cat. But then again, it's funny, right? Like, not to sound negative, but when you have your own standards for content creation, you're going to always fall behind other people who are just like, I'm going to put out this guide ASAP. I'm not even going to test to see if it works. I'm just going to do it. So it's tough. Maybe it's something I have to think about and learn more about. I guess just by being on YouTube longer. But I'm actually really relieved to hear that Slay the Spire doesn't come out for another 1.5 years. Because it means I have tons of time to make content on it before the full game comes out and before it hits its full peak of popularity. Okay. When I gain excess mana, emit that many extra sparkles. Imagine if I had actually put the parasite on me like I was supposed to instead of my poor tinkerer. I could take Twiddle just to blind a bunch of enemies. Blinding 3 enemies a turn. With 5 rooms, does it make sense to have a bloodline room? High stim for strays into bloodline. Oh, sorry, you're listing all of it. You're saying you're saying bloodline room for the royal family, then you're saying breeding room, then you're saying mutation room, and then fight room. But what do you do with the 5th room? Yeah, so what I'm planning to do with the 5th room is a place where I breed strays that I'm going to introduce into my bloodline. Because to pass down 10 mutations, your strays are going to have to be a minimum of 7/7. That's for 10 mutations. And for 7 mutations. So between 7 to 10 mutations, your strays are going to have to be 7/7s. Now, the amount of appeal that you would need to see a 7/7 naturally is just way too high. It's way too unrealistic. So instead, my strategy is going to be to get enough appeal to see 5/7s and then breed the 5/7s together. Yeah, 2 strays together, yeah. So breed 2 5/7 strays together, and then their child, their 7/7 stray, will then breed with my bloodline. And I'll basically be like that. Once I have the mutations I want, then that room will change. Also, once you have the mutations you want, you technically will not need the mutation room any longer. So I'm a little bit unsure what I'll do with that. I was kind of thinking maybe you could like collect 7/7 strays with different passives and abilities you want to pass along, so that when you could like breed them with one of your studs just to create a specific soldier that has like specific passive and spell that you want. You know what I mean? Like you could have a room with high health and you could just stockpile characters in there so you can make your own sub-genetic line whenever you wanted like a really good fighter. 135 appeal is enough to see a 5/7 stray every 10 days. Yeah, exactly. So the 5/7 and like breeding the 5/7s together is a little bit more efficient. Yeah, I mean the mutation room, you could keep it to get rid of any inbreeding defects, but with my method, you're not going to see many inbreeding defects because you're only ever going to be slightly inbred. I could take Twiddle. Sorry, I'm trying. But I really messed up by equipping the parasite. But here's the thing. Right now, our druid is buffing our damage. Would that work with Twiddle? Or would Twiddle force it to be 0 damage no matter what, even with the buff? Oh, you're too smooth. Okay, you're not doing the unlimited uncle breeding technique. You're just doing the real inbreeding technique. That's fair, man. Honestly, I'm kind of taking it a little bit too intensely. Let's try Twiddle here. Hold up. I would technically not be able to take off parasites. That's okay. I don't mind having this. Actually, this is good. This is good because we'll apply infested to a whole bunch of enemies now. Let's see. Okay. We got all these guys that need to be killed. I think we'll be able to do it. Now, I could send my bird over there. One may even say that's a better thing to do. Because there's a lot of them. Okay, let's do that. Cool. Maybe if I don't know. It's fine. It would have been nice if my druid went first, I guess. But, I can use Psychic Pull 3 times. It's going to apply Infested and Bleed. I can also... You know what? Psychic Pull 3 times is really good because it can also set us up to use Puppet, right? This is good. We're getting 2 for 1 damage here. And I can now bring myself over there. Maybe they'll scatter into the water. I don't think they're gonna... They don't attack me, right? So that's good. Let's go like this. Next turn, we'll be able to see if our Psychic can now do a bunch of damage. It'll be cool if they can. I gotta remember to unequip this for my Druid and put it on literally anybody else. Okay. Alright, this is good. Now I can do this. Ah, so if I throw it with this ability, I wouldn't be able to craft and throw another one. But if I threw it with the bomb ability, I could craft and throw another bomb. It might be more worth it to do it in that order next time. But either way, we're pretty good here. I got Scattershot Hunter's Mark, and it was the most fun OP run ever. I'd love to breed that into all my cats. I don't know. I think there's better stuff than that, but I do like... Wait, are you talking about Scattershot, the one that shoots in a large AoE pattern? I'm pretty sure that Scattershot and Hunter's Mark... Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Or are you thinking about the one that shoots 5 and they have a 50% chance to miss? Well, I guess the nice thing about my speed buff on my Druid is it makes him go before the rest of my team. So he can buff all of their damage before their turn starts. That is one advantage. Cool. Okay, so his attack still does 0 damage, which is a little unfortunate. But now we know. Can infest the hell out of you. We can make you bump into us. It's the large AoE, plus 5 mana for each kill. So... constant scatter shot into kills and mana regen. I see. Let's get more int. Well, actually, yeah, more int means more crafts, which mean more bombs thrown per turn, right? Yeah, that's pretty easy to understand. As long as it's green, I'm going to always do the interaction. I think there's a point where I'll probably want to learn every interaction and make sure I know what the outcomes are. Kind of like the curio system in Darkest Dungeon. But right now, if it's green, I click it. Okay, you have stun immunity? That's fine. Who do I want the damage up on? I guess not you guys. I think I just saw his bum. I don't like that he spawned tall grass. I should have maybe tried to push him out of it. Well, let's do this. Oh, he's still spawning tall grass. As long as he's on these little things, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Try to get some bruise on you. Is there any legit way to get more than a 7 in a default stat? One that can be inherited? In my understanding, no. Some people have posted that if your save file is bugged or broken, that you can. But I don't know how I would ever end up in a situation like that, so I'm gonna say no. Okay, fire is actually really good on this guy since he moves so many times. I didn't know the bombs started fire. For some reason, I didn't think they did. But if they do, this is good for us. I could have moved him. I could have moved him. I should have moved him. Let's I'd like to drag him through the fire, right? I think that makes sense. Oh, what's the best way to do that? I wonder if this will be good. No. What if there you go. Now, blowing him, pause, is going to be good for the fire as well. Alright. I think we got this. We're going to be knocking him into our Tinkerer. Apologies to the Tinkerer, but I think it's for the best. I could, like, I could put him in a situation with these punch bots, but I think just more bombs. More fire. You know, then a punch bot could be a little interesting. This will at least protect our druid. Who needs healing? I mean, my druid really needs healing. Maybe heal the druid and the psychic together. Yeah. Be funny if Ed put in that it can only ever happen if you don't save scum or something. Yeah. I don't know. One guy posted a video where he had an 8 in his cat. But... And people have been posting 8s ever since the game came out. But I think it's just like... It's either using a save file editor, like a cheat engine kind of thing. Or Photoshop. Hold up, what? Oh, wait, we still have these guys, right? Uh-oh. Forgot about you. Alright, what? I mean, this is only once per turn, so I don't think we even benefit from having a lot more intelligence. A little bit more HP wouldn't hurt as a tanky character. A little bit more range, just so a ranged attack does a little bit more damage. Sure. I think we're good on health, to be honest. We'll see how hard this hard section is, but... Ooh, Jit's pretty good. Oh, man. It would have been nice to get some more intelligence. We don't want more charisma. I mean, maybe it's fine. It's not like... No, this is why we don't want more charisma. But, like, what are we going to take here? Like, more movement? I guess more movement means we get to act sooner. Like, we get to act higher in the initiative list. We'll take it. Melee attack that deals damage equal to half of your strength rounded up. Inflict weakness 1. Yeah, this is pretty good. I would normally put this on my monk, but monk can't equip this. So... that means I don't really have a good option on who to put it on. So I guess we're not taking it. It's a good item. Unfortunately, I just don't think that we have... Like, if we had a fighter, it would be awesome. But we don't. You are horrific. I made a cat with all default 50 on a test file. Oh, so it is save editing. Yeah, okay. Bro, people are so desperate for attention, man. Let's get... It would be nice to get you to attack you. So where would I have to stand for that to happen? I'd have to stand like... I don't think I can get a line of sight on you, actually. Ugh. That's a little annoying. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because I could buddy up. Yeah, then I could move here. I could do... Oh, I... Oh, man, I should have pulled him first. Oh, this is terrible. I should have... I messed it all up. I messed it all up. Okay. I don't have line of sight on you. You know what? Get me out of here. I put myself in danger. Get me to safety. Now I have line of sight on you? Can somebody explain this to me? No, I believe you, TOS. I believe you. Man. A lot of champions. Or just 2? Are you a champion? You're a champion. Bird. Bird? I mean, maybe on Chum Bucket. I don't want him to spawn... I don't want him to spawn champion maggots now that I think of it. So I think he is our priority. Yeah. I would like one other skill on my druid. This is fine as is, but druid feeling a little bit weak. Psychic is your least favorite class? You and me both. You and me both. I think Psychic is a little bit bad. It's your second most favorite class? Okay. Toss, please explain why we're wrong. I would love to know, honestly. Like, what are we doing wrong to not be enjoying Psychic right now? I feel like it's never going to be a damage dealer. It's always going to just be supporting your damage dealer. So as long as you've got a strong team, I don't think it should be a problem. That's at least how I see it. Yeah, kill my bird. I'm just trying to infest things. I could get you... kill this bird, or why did you attack that? I guess it doesn't say that you're going to necessarily attack something useful. Okay, that was good. I had a really fun time with Psychic with the Broken Glass Everywhere quest. Okay. I have 30 int on my cats because of mutations. It has Giga Break potential. Well, okay. Look, Psychic with 30 int is a little bit of a different story. If you were default Psychic, would it still be your second favorite class? That's what I want to know. Okay. Killing that guy is huge for us. I'm happy about that. $15 damage to you. But I think it'll damage our Psychic too. I think I'd rather just do this. Hell nah. Hell nah. He said if it didn't have 30 int, it wouldn't be your second favorite, eh? Okay. Well, look. I think I'm gonna prioritize killing this guy with my ranged attacks. The best Psychic run I had was spawn a glass tile, the first impression, so I could drag them into the glass a few times for like 7 damage and 2 bleeds. Imagine a butcher with 30 strength. Of course it's going to be OP. Yeah. I think any character with 30 in their main stat is going to feel pretty good. It's going to be your favorite class. All right, how is everyone's health, by the way? Okay, bad. One thing I didn't know is that when Druid gets damage buff, they get heal buff. That's new tech to me. I guess that just goes to show you how little I play Druid. You had a Psychic that had 50 basic attacks a turn plus 100 damage per attack. Jesus Christ, TOS. I guess here more strength would be good for my bird. Don't get me wrong, but I think more int lets us buff our bird more. Since they gain 1 perma int per battle. Is that a mutation that does that? How do they gain +1 permanent int per battle? Or is that a passive? Toss facts, I'm gonna guess that you're toss in or TOS in my Discord as well, right? What are you? +2 damage? Oh, look at this guy. Okay, okay. I'm like, if how do I get enemies to attack each other? I guess if I could pull you here. The line of sight stuff is not necessarily always easy. I definitely don't want to be in your line of sight. Oh, it's a head mutation. That honestly doesn't sound like a bad one. What's my head mutation? It's like the extra turn at the start of combat. +1 into every battle might actually be better than that. You're making a compelling point. Why is your movement so long? Oh, because it's a dash attack. I guess I could block it with a punching guy. What if I just did something like this? I'm trying to think, like, do I prioritize Popeye or Lumpy? If I attack you, that would be 23 damage, or with the bruise, it would be 24 damage. No, I think I'll just do this. My poor bird. Oh, but you do start with 2 bruise on every cat. Okay. That's a little bit more balanced, honestly. I think it's probably still worth it. I mean, it would be rough if it's on every cat. It seems like it is a intelligence or it's like a caster based skill. I would like to get you guys to start attacking each other. We're gonna try that. Maybe if I... Yeah, now we're talking. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. One more, one more. Nice. Nice. This is some great bomb potential. Oh, there's a fly here? Kind of blocking my way, huh? Alright, that's fine. It didn't blow up like a bomb regularly does. Oh, whatever. It negates any negative effect on a cat. Cleanse is strong and useful by its own. Cleanse is honestly a skill that might be worth giving to all units. It's a cheap mana spell that gets rid of all negative debuffs. There's probably already a meta on what skills to give all of your cats. But I'd heavily consider Cleanse. I'll be honest, I haven't really done the passive and active breeding maybe as much as I should, because it kind of seems like it feels futile when you're breeding with strays all the time and you don't have 95 stimulation yet. Maybe not for the actives. Like, maybe I could give cleanse to everybody, but in terms of the passives, I'm not even touching that until I have 95 stim. It'd be a little bit different if you were doing super inbreeding, I guess. I run full moon on at least one cat, don't need a healer. What's full moon? Oh, that's the one that gives lifesteal? Yeah, if you have lifesteal, you don't need a healer. A meta in a game with 1200 skills would be crazy. That's a good point. That's a good point. Got cleanse and that head mutation 2 different times in one file. I'm too lucky. What's so nice about 95 stim? Well, at 95 stim, you're guaranteed to pass down the passive. The calculation for the chance of passing down a passive is 5% plus whatever your stimulation is in percentage, basically. How am I feeling today, Cat Girl? Well, I'm feeling a little bit better, but I will say that streaming is taking a little bit out of me. I'm excited for the weekend because I don't stream on the weekend. I'll be able to fully rest and be better on Monday. I also have a guide that I'm going to be working on later tonight, so I'm excited for that. I'm going to see some of my friends this weekend. They've been dying to see me. I'm like, I'm too busy. I'm too online these days. So that'll be nice. I did want to do an interview with somebody. I don't know if they're still in the chat, but yeah, seeing humans is good for you. And they've been very patient with me. I kind of told them in like January, like, do not expect to see me for a while. I'm going to try to be a YouTuber and Twitch streamer. And they're like, all right, I guess, whatever. What do we want to take here? I mean, mini nuke is a little bit hard to pull off. When's the next Mewgenics episode? Hopefully today as well. Hopefully today as well. So I'm gonna nail that arc's electricity to neighboring tiles whenever a unit spends mana. I wonder if I could spawn a nuke and then use the punch bot to like push it towards enemies. I don't hate rocket skates. I just don't have enough sustain. Well, I guess I have my druid. This will give us some reach. We're kind of actually... We only have the bird for reach. What do you do to farm furniture? I feel like there's no easy solution other than one, don't spend money unless you're buying the best furniture in the game, essentially. So I would say save all your money and only look for good furniture, and then take the hard path in Act 1. I think Act 1 has the most furniture out of all the acts, right? Like if you do Act 2, I'm pretty sure they only give you 1 furniture box, while Act 1 gives you 2? I might be wrong about that. Got the skull cap. What does this do again? Okay, interesting. Yeah, Act 2 has a chance of that furniture box giving you rare furniture. But I think for farming furniture, I would recommend just saving up your money. And then whenever you see furniture items in the shop, try to only buy furniture items that give you 1 stat per square that it takes up in your room. Yeah, people said 1 box, but it can be a rare one. I haven't actually seen it pay out that often, but I'm sure it's just my terrible luck. All right, we could actually do something here. We could make you poison you. Well, maybe not actually, because Oh, I could have done it if I was a little bit smarter. Actually, I think we might be okay. Oh, it's not his poison. Okay. All right. I think Act 3 has guaranteed rare in the future, but I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I feel like that'd be a hard thing to farm. I'm not even there yet, but I can only assume that it's tough, right? Try to get you to safety. I feel like with the Psychic, I want to try to get something going here. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm being a little delulu, though. Alright, what if I did something like this? I don't have enough mana. Never mind. Alright. I should have attacked first. That's okay. We're gonna get this going on. Yeah. There we go. You love to see that. There's a bunch of 1x1 furniture that doesn't stack in height, and those are annoying. Yeah, that's true too. If it stacks in height, I would basically say that it's worth like maybe 0.5 extra in terms of stats. So if you find an item that gives you like 0.5 stats per square foot, but it's stackable, I might consider that the same thing as giving you one. Ooh, you are also back in a great spot. Okay. I want to throw the bomb behind you. That's my only concern. What if I did this? Am I crazy for this? Whatever. I'm on fire now. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. Let's... Well, slowing them down is actually gonna be good for getting them to line up later. I want to make sure I have line of sight on both of them. Like this. I'm gonna slow them both down so they can't go too far. We need to heal you. The future and the end are the hardest paths in the game. I haven't been to the secret Act 3 area yet, but I fear it's based off of those two areas. Yeah, the secret area is obviously, I guess, going to be the hardest part, but I'm a little worried to do it too. I almost feel like with my lack of mutations, I'm not ready for it. Like, I would personally rather have more mutations before I get too far into it. I wish I had a way to switch you guys around. It's alright. Let's do this. Oh, because they're champions, they get extra turns. I'm only realizing that now. That's kind of funny. I think there might be a little bit of a rationale to building punch bots for these guys. Oh no! That's not what I want them to do, man. If I could pull you here, you would attack this guy. This guy would poison my bird. But maybe I'm okay with that. If I went like this, and then I went like this. Oh, why did you jump instead of swipe? I don't understand. Okay, whatever. Actually, why would I do that? I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I mean, I probably should be doing Act 3 instead of doing this. The only reason we're doing this run is I wanted to test out some team comp stuff, and I didn't want to abandon the run. I mean, I could have, I guess, abandoned the run instead of doing it, but I chose to do it this way. I guess poison is not a huge problem with the amount of healing my druid has, huh? I mean, I can do them next week on Monday. You completed all the pass and you've done the first 2 raid bosses in Act 3. I gotta do quests to unlock the secret area. Alright, let's maybe just kill you. Over here. It's a shame that I can't attack you right now, but we can kill you. Now you're gonna get like buffed, I think. Ooh, I didn't realize there's a spider there. I just want to move my character there. Just gotta go like back and forth. Never mind. Everyone's getting poisoned today. Oh, I could have used Look at Me. It's a skill I literally never use, so I forgot that I had it. But I probably would have been able to get them to attack each other more if I was kind of clued in on that. Yo, what is everyone got going on this weekend? I guess I could have. I guess like I have not been using increased gravity, but in a boss fight like this, it might have been worth it to just wait till my mana was full and then cast it, you know? I can see the argument there. Toss, you got nothing? You're not doing programming this weekend? Yo, that counts as something. Ooh. Wait, your friend's in town, but you can't see them because you're working? Tell them to come by your job. Unless you don't work in a place that would allow something like that to happen, Jai Saw. That's too sad if you don't hang out with them. Maybe you mean that they're gonna like stay here longer than just this weekend and you'll get to see them after. Each time you deal damage to another unit. Well, kinetic spikes kind of works with this. Gain range and movement. This spell's cost 2 mana less for every empty armor slot we have. We only have one thing equipped. But like we could do this. This would combo with flow state, I believe. Yo, one thing I never got into was League, man. I tried, but all my friends, all they would play is ARAM. Let's try this. We don't need this. Also, hold up. I think my nose is getting a little stuffed. I just watched myself do that in the camera. I think I'm definitely turning my camera off next time I do that. First of all, my face gets weirdishly red, okay? That's the Irish side of me for sure. My face turns like bright red when I blow my nose. You can like see all of the pressure in my face. I would have been a great jungle in another life. Okay, so this is what's messed up, right? Is I actually played a lot of like Dota in high school, and then I dropped MOBAs. But then when people were like play League, I was like, oh, okay, I know a little bit about MOBAs. Let me study League. I watched a bunch of videos. I practiced playing that werewolf guy who jungles, and I practiced playing Zac, and I was like, I'm going to be a jungler. I love the idea of like min-maxing jungling. I went and I played a bunch of like ranked games just to get to like silver by myself. Just because I didn't want to like embarrass myself in front of my friends. And then when I joined them in the Discord and was like, guys, I'm ready to play League, they were like, we only play ARAM. And I was like, I already have the Zac pool skin. Okay? Nemi, Deadlock. Okay, we will play Deadlock. I'm just in a Mewgenics point of my life right now. So I was pretty disappointed. I bought a bunch of skins and everything. Alright, as long as we don't have zombie cats, I'm chill. Everyone has a Warwick phase when they start jungling. Peak Unga Bunga. Well, Warwick, they said was like at a good jungle, right? Or I don't know. Back then, when would that have been? That would have been maybe like 2020. I also played the guy. Was his name Kanye? He had 2 forms. One was like a demon form. One was a human form. I played a little Kanye, and I played Warwick and Zac. Those are my 3 junglers. Oh, Kane. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting nostalgic about a game I wasn't really even ever into. What are we doing here? Shamblers are going to be a little bit annoying when they destroy the tombstones. Now, these guys are okay. Guys, I feel like hard mode is genuinely harder. Everyone calls him Kanye. Yo, so we do have some League players in chat. It would be really funny if not only did I decide to become a streamer this year, but I decided to become a League of Legends streamer in 2026, the year of the Lord. That could be a move. That could be a play. No one would have seen it coming. Like, literally no one would have seen it coming. I don't want you to break the tombstone. What if I did something like this? At least you're all blind and slow. Yeah, the elite enemies, you can get like some pretty bad random permutations of them. Like, was it last stream, the one where I died to the spider boss in the caves because it basically lit the whole arena on fire and I didn't have a way to deal with that? All right, let's try to kill one of you. I mean, you have a lot of tombstones to throw. So I think I'd rather kill you. I think we can do it. Yeah. It's not worth it. Become the Mewgenics rap god. I'm so scared that one of these days I'm literally just gonna start freestyling on stream. Then it's gonna end up on fucking streamer fails, and then there goes my entire career. Don't bring up rap. If you're in here, never mention rap. I'm gonna lose my friend Naomi in real life too. Just don't bring up rap. Or maybe I could make it like a sub goal. Me and my buddy, yeah, Nemi confirms I will lose that friendship. My buddy's still doing Freestyle Fridays and sending them to his friends, but he stopped sending them to me. Let's kill this guy. Actually, I didn't do the math. I can't kill this guy. Whoops. Slay the Spire 2 just came out. I'm not interested in that. Actually, I'm really interested in that, Cat Girl, but the problem is I'm very bad at doing more than one thing at a time. So if I start playing Slay the Spire, I'm going to want to start making Slay the Spire guides. It's kind of like if you gave a mouse a cookie. I'm like, if I play Slay the Spire, I'm going to want to make Slay the Spire guides. It's going to distract me from making Mewgenics guides. The way I'm thinking about it is I'm like, luckily, this is not the official release of Slay the Spire. You know what I mean? So I'm like, how about I just cook on Mewgenics? This is my dream or my plan. I call it a dream because my plans have a way of not materializing. But calling it a dream makes it seem like it could or couldn't happen. But my plan is to make basically Mewgenics guides on everything that I'm qualified to talk about. And then that will kind of be like evergreen. That'll be like evergreen content on my channel, right? When Mewgenics DLC comes out, people can still refer to the guides, and I'll feel like I've like contributed to the community, which is ultimately what I want to do for this game since I've been waiting on it my whole life. So I feel like I have like a list. When I have a list of like Mewgenics guides finished, I'll feel like I'm done with Mewgenics. I think I also want to 100% the game. Just a normal thing to try to do, but that's also on my list of things to do. But that one, I can take a little bit longer. I think I want to do that on my main playthrough on YouTube, which is just like my daily or every other day episodes. But I do definitely want to, play Slay the Spire at some point. I wasn't someone who beat like Ascension level 20 on Slay the Spire, but I did play a ton of it. That's when you blow up, Mochi. The beats. The beats? When I turned into a beats, I started streaming beats or beat making. Unfortunately, I can't do beat making, but one of my best friends is pretty good at that stuff. Also, why is this upgraded, by the way? Alright, man. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Yo, Bipolar Bear Claw, are you still down for the talk show interview? Maybe we'll do it after this run. That way people can, if people don't want to hear it, they can back out. But I can switch back to the Prince Mochi show. Damage and throw each unit near you. Dash up to 3 tiles, leaving floating glass shards. Okay, I don't know if this is good. But I'll tell you what, I'm down to use it because I'd like to try it. I'd like to try it. This game distracted me from dead godding Isaac when I was 20 achievements away, and now you're trying to 100% this game? That's exactly how my mind works. Or you could say that's how my mind doesn't work. Is that like, I can basically... I can hyper focus on one thing at a time. Ask me to do 2 things, man. It's all over for me. Wow, you are scary, huh? 44 health, 7 shield. Throw units it can reach. Lunges in random direction. Yo, Homeless Noob, welcome to the stream. First time catching it. One thing I'm very shocked by is how many people come and watch the live streams after the fact. I must be streaming at like a really bad time for people because I'll have like 100 views when the stream is finished. And then I'll check the views the next day and it'll have like 200 more views. So people are watching it like content. What am I doing here? I don't think I can get you to attack your buddy. Can I get you to attack him? Let's try. What happens? Are you just gonna... Yeah, okay. That makes sense. My streams are short. I guess 3 hours is kind of short. Yeah. The problem is, I think I need a little bit of a better content strategy, because I think that like writing guides takes a long time. I'd say like the average guide would probably take me like 12 hours to complete. Then on top of that, recording let's plays also takes me, you know, at least like an hour and a half. Let's say I do 1 hour of playing and then like 30 minutes of preparing the video. It honestly doesn't even take 30 minutes to like prepare. It's just more like, you know, the video has to process and render, and then you have to upload it and write the name. It's not hard. It just takes time. And streaming for 3 hours, that's already like, that's a ton of time. And I'm kind of finding I can't do it all. But like ultimately, like streaming is the ideal one out of all of them in terms of like what is the easiest lifestyle to maintain, right? Because streaming is like you log in and you go and you just talk to people, and you just hope that as you do it for longer and longer, you're talking to people and being entertaining skills improve. You know what I mean? Like when I put out that guide and I had 100 viewers, I was kind of like, this is a really sick moment, but I'm not even ready for this moment because I don't have the gift of gab yet. I have like if this was Fallout, I would say I have like a 7 in charisma, but I need to get that up a little bit if I'm going to be seriously streaming. And that's not being self-deprecating. That was just me assessing, like, am I ready to meet this moment? No, there's still a little bit of work that needs to be done. You know what I mean? But essentially, like, streaming is kind of the ideal thing in the sense that it's very easy to do. It just requires logging in. And then YouTube Let's Plays require a little bit more time, or in the sense it's like extra time that you're adding on top of streaming, but ultimately not that rough. But the making guides, like to come up with a good guide that no one else has come up with, to like come up with your own ideas, actually is a little tough. Okay, how much damage does it do? 2 damage and bleed to anything that walks through it. Okay, so then if I pull you through it, I understand. I understand. Then if I like came over here and I pulled you through it. Okay, it's not floating anymore. Oh wait, I just went through the... Yeah. Don't do that. Okay, guys, I'm just doing random stuff now. I'm just doing random stuff and I'm killing my team. My head was in the clouds. Let's start healing everybody. I don't want to heal the ghost. Oh wait, the ghost... Oh no, it's not holy damage. I was one of those, but I finally stopped streaming at this time so I could show up. Wait, Jaisaw, are you a streamer as well? It's 11 p.m. in Central Europe time. For a live audience, I think it's easier when you have a regular audience on Twitch. Hansi, I think you're doing great. Boom. Doki doki for Hansi. Thank you. Yeah, 3 hours is short compared to what some other streamers are doing. But I'm also, like, I'm a big believer that, especially because I'm like, I talk about this all the time, but I'm mentally cooked, guys. My brain is messed up from a combination of material reality and childhood trauma. But I was like, I think the biggest thing for me is how do I make streaming sustainable so I don't burn out or crash out? You know what I mean? Like, imagine crashing out. That's a little scary. So I was kind of like, okay, 3 hours, 5 days a week, and YouTube videos. I was like, I feel like that's manageable. That being said, right now, I'm kind of in a depressive episode, which is not the same as saying I'm depressed. It just means that with bipolar, sometimes you are functioning off of way less energy than other times. And I'm definitely in a low energy period of my life right now. So I'm like, I know I should be making guides and let's plays and streaming, but I have been spending a lot of time in bed instead of doing all of those things. But I just tell myself, as long as you're doing a little bit of something, as long as you're like showing up to stream instead of canceling it, as long as you're trying to get one video out a day, that's all you can do. Heals kill undead if they're holy heals, but because the druid's heals are magic, it actually wouldn't have done damage to the undead. I don't think it's the heal that does damage, it's the damage type. Honestly, 5 baby squirrels might be useful. Someone said big same. Okay, yo, depressive episode twin right now. We could talk about it in the interview once I'm done this run. What is Tombstone? Your basic attack has +2 knockback and a 10% chance to stun. That might be good on you. Will that drag the unit 2 more tiles? Hold up, we got some stuff here. Oh, I'll save that for the boss. Dodge chance. I mean, whatever. We'll put that on you. We don't want you to get hit. Ochi, everything has been done. It's what you bring to the table that matters. Guys, I don't... no, I'm not gonna say that. I really... I'm not even trying to be self-deprecating. But the thing is, like, I'm just a girl. No, I'm actually just a regular guy. Even worse. I think the only thing that I bring to the table is an ability to be completely normal and chill about life. Which actually, maybe that is a unique quality for dudes. But, I don't know. I'm still figuring out what I bring to the table. My dude, you have an actual life. You should focus less on the content. Yeah, I think, like, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but the cafe I worked at is closed in December, and basically it's going to reopen. And I was kind of like, I'm gonna take this time. I have some savings. I'm gonna take this time to try Twitch streaming and YouTube, and if I get some traction, maybe I will maybe I'll switch over to that, like, as a career change. And what's crazy is I did get enough traction for me to now consider, like, the cafe is supposed to open again in April. And now I'm like, well, I'm just going to go part-time max because I still want to give this an honest shot. It's been going a lot better than I thought it would. Like, 3 months is not a long time to be on YouTube. And I think that I was very lucky to get a little bit of traction early. So now I'm like, okay, I'm invested. So all of this to say that Sai just does nothing. Yeah, Sai does nothing, man. I kind of hate it sometimes. But all this is to say, like, I kind of gave myself 3 months to be a little bit of a degenerate content creator, because I was like, I want to give it the most honest shot I can, and then decide if I go back to work. So I have not been balancing my social life as much as maybe I should be, but my friends also all understand. Like, they're all being very supportive. They probably do miss me a bit. I'm seeing them this weekend. But they're also just like, Mochi's chasing his dream right now. I'm just in a very Mewgenics season of my life. Can't really hit you. Three hours isn't too short. It's just I can't open Twitch anytime in the day and watch it. I will say this, if we can come up with a good idea for a, like, subathon, I do kind of love the concept of a subathon, because I love the concept of torturing yourself, which is what a subathon is. It's like torturing yourself in front of a live audience. So, guys, there's a lot happening. Holy shit. Oh, all the maggots you spawn are champions. So they have double HP. Okay, well, my run might be coming to an end. This is surprisingly rough. This is surprisingly rough. Okay. I want to heal all of us. I guess we're not summoning squirrels anytime soon, eh? This is one game that's easy to sink time into. I don't have it for the first week, and when I finally got it, I couldn't stop playing. Yeah, this is a little bit crazy, especially when I have 2 units that don't deal damage. What can I do here? I think I need to start utilizing the enemies attacking each other. But how? You just spawn thorny stuff. Okay. What if I did something like... Can I tell your friend to attack you now? Okay. There we go. I just got my psychic unit to do some damage. %10 chance to stun. Okay, okay. Guys, I think I might be in trouble. I might be in trouble here. I guess I could also try spawning some glass. Like this. I never had a useful psychic. I know. I feel like in theory, psychic. Here's the problem. I think running psychic and druid is actually a bad combo because the druid doesn't have enough damage. Whoops. Doesn't have enough damage. Now I'm a little bit paranoid about. I feel like I have to kill the maggots, right? But at the same time, the boss is going to summon so many maggots per turn. You're on fire, so why don't I blow you? That was a bad idea. Or maybe it was a fine idea. Yeah, let's... Now that you've been blown... You're on fire more. Which is good for somebody who acts so many times. Yes. Okay. What sucks is we also just don't have that many attacks for our... Monk. We can kill this unit with a range thing. Okay. Okay, I think, honestly, I think there are plays to be made here. Like this. I probably should kill you, but I'm going to kill you first. This is a real messed up situation. Alright, Homeless Noob, take care of yourself. Thanks for being here. You have 2 damage on the Psychic, but with the Druid damage buffs, that was probably a bigger mistake than it seemed. Yeah, well, okay, so Jaisaw, what happened was I was testing to see if the Druid damage buffs would apply to the Psychic's 0 damage attack. Because I didn't know if it was like, it forces your attack to always do 0 damage, or if it just sets your attack to 0. It turns out it forces your attack to always do 0. So, it didn't work out. But now I know. Now I know to literally never do that again. Okay. What if we just turned into the Joker and we summoned a bunch of punch bots to punch this boss around? Is that a strategy? Could that save us? Could that deliver us from evil? What else could I do? I could summon bombs to push this unit into the thorns. I mean, I think that's a fine place to start. So that clears some of our thorns. And does damage too. Now I could push you into the spikes. Or I could go behind you and put some punch bots down. I don't know, guys. The punch bots are a little bit... Okay, that felt good. That felt useful. I don't know. He did summon a Megan, eh? I sacrificed 4 casts for science. I mean, that's the thing. There's still a lot I'm learning. I know that you can hypothetically get that mod that lets you see what every single skill does. But I don't mind, like, you know, I'm treating it like it's the early days of Isaac. I have a lot of things that I just have to learn ambiently by playing. I'm going to get my druid far away from there. Start healing my units. I guess we're never using that squirrel ability, huh? Let's get you to safety. Alright, I feel like this boss is pretty close to dying. Can I get units to kill each other? That's what I'm trying to think. Or do I just focus on spawning glass? Well, I can do this. And then you can attack him. Okay. Okay. Is this something? Is this something? Okay. And we do now have knockback 2. You use that mod? Yeah, I mean, look, I understand why people use it. I'm just kind of... I'm doing things the old-fashioned way and ending up in situations like this that are quite scary. And that's okay. Alright, this is a good turn. We're gonna set you more on fire. Okay. You summoned a maggot in front of you? You're dead. I have you dead to rights. Alright, that's dealt with. And ultimately, we're fine. This boss is a jump scare during the Guillotina fight, and realizing I have to do that fight again and they'll be champions just gave me another jump scare all over again. Because yeah, I guess I'll have to deal with this again. Alright. Honestly, incredibly messy. But we lived. We lived. Ooh, what do I want to upgrade? Dash up to 5 tiles and leave floating glass? That actually doesn't sound bad. Force a unit instead of just the enemy. Okay, puppet. Puppet on our monk. This might be what we need to do damage. Because we can just puppet our monk. Yeah, I'm taking puppet. There's no way I'm not taking puppet. Now my psychic is actually kind of okay. What is... Your basic attack inflicts bruise until the end of your turn. Your basic attack inflicts bruise until the end of your turn. It's the same mana cost. Guys, am I stupid? Excuse me. What? Your basic attack inflicts bruise until the end of your turn. Oh, castable once per turn. Now you can cast this multiple times a turn. I think I'd rather have Propel. Propel doing twice as much damage. It stacks with Bruise. It's probably like the same amount of damage either way. Peace symbol on the Druid could be good. +1 strength, +1 thorns. Okay, let's resist buying anything. I think what we're going to do here is we're actually not going to take the hard path, and we're just going to try to end this run. We got a human scalp. That's a good item on the butcher. Oh yeah. Hello, you beautiful men. How are you doing? Is there any news on the mutation guide? I became a house goblin because of your epic guides. Well, the mutation guide, here's the thing that's delaying it, is that I want to create a cat that has the 7 best mutations in the game. The problem is, it takes a long time to even see those mutations. Like, so basically, I'm getting a stray, I'm mutating it, it's giving me like 1 out of like, I don't know, 1 out of 400 mutations. It's not the mutation I want, I get rid of it. I've been doing that again and again. I've gotten 3 out of 7. But I wanted to get the perfect cat before I make the guide so I could show you guys like, hey, look, I made the perfect Mewgenics cat. This is how you do it. You know what I mean? Because I'd feel wrong posting it if I didn't have the results to show people. So that's the thing that's holding it up is, I will say this, once it's done, I think I will have like the definitive guide on how to breed cats. At least with my method. There's going to be other methods, I'm sure. But I'm sorry for the people waiting on the mutation guide. If you go back to some of the lives though, that are on my YouTube page, you will see the like you'll see the bones of that guide because I explain things to people many times. All right. What the hell? Drains unused mana from units. This guy. Real annoying. Well, okay. Any of these summon zombie cats, by the way? No? We can always just... We can pop these guys. I kind of don't want to spend mana. I want to save it for my ranger. And I'm going to turn my ranger into his ranged mode and just go crazy. So... We'll just pop these guys so they waste their turn. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. And we'll end our turn. Oh, maybe this is better. For guide purposes, I think you should add the mutations to Astray one by one via console in the separate save file so you don't lose chance to be a pioneer on this kind of guide, since it would probably boost your channel even more to it. You can't add a mutation through console. Yeah. I think at that point, it's funny because like there is at that point, I'm not really proving that my method works. The only thing that I'm doing in my file that I'm testing my methods out on is I'm giving myself furniture. But that doesn't feel like cheating because that, like, you would just get that ambiently by playing the game. You know what I mean? That is the only thing I'm doing. And it's a complete backup of my game. I've completely backed up my game so that I could give myself furniture on one version of my game that's technically cheating. And like, here's the thing. If I cheated, no one would know. I guess I just have too much pride. I just have too much pride to cheat. Even if no one would know, I would know. And I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Not that it's that high stakes, you know, but like, I don't know. Does that make sense? I would just feel like I'd feel like a fake. Okay, let's do warm-up stretches. It's going to help us do a lot of damage here when our psychic lets us attack. I want to make sure I don't accidentally push these enemies away because I want them to be in range of my ranger. That's good, though. Okay, TOS, maybe teach me how to do that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're right. It would save a hell ton of time if I just reduced the RNG of what mutation would show up. But I will say this. Do we know for certain that every mutation has a chance of showing up in your mutation room? Because one of my concerns was that some of the mutations I wanted, I was like, what if they only show up during special random encounters? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to... That's kind of also one of the reasons I want to make sure I actually see it happening in the mutation room. Because what if some of the mutations can only be earned in certain ways? If like the extra turn mutation can only be earned on an adventure, but I gave it to myself using the save file editor, I would technically be giving out false information. So I don't know. I think my method kind of sucks and is taking a long time, but it would verify that what I'm saying is true. Meanwhile, if I gave myself... There are event-only mutations? Okay, wait. I need to know which ones are event-only and which are not. That would be crazy. Okay. You know, through podcasts. Yo, who said podcasts were useless? All right, awesome. Now I can do this. Insane. No! What? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. That sucks. That's terrible. I gotta get you out of line of sight. What if I did something like this? No! Okay, make sure I only do this with melee in the future. We're not ever doing that again. We're not ever doing that again with the ranged attack. It's just too dangerous. Also, how are you still alive, man? Alright, we need to kill you. That shouldn't be a problem. And kill you. I don't understand why this bomb is upgraded. I'm not complaining per se. I just don't understand. D6 tail is one of them. No, that's not true. TOS, or I've seen D6 tail in the mutation room. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Junji Ito event gives a ton of mutations, but I think it gives the same ones every time. Also, where did these come from? What the hell is going on? Oops. All right, we're good. We're good. Everything is handled. Let's make sure people get healed. Since that last boss is coming up. The healing scaling with damage actually makes Druid way stronger than I thought. You got the D6 from a Shimmer event? I'm pretty sure I got one in the mutation room. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to stick to my method. Honestly, what I need is like, I need to start drinking. I bet you if I drank like 2 Guinness, I could knock it out in the afternoon. That's also people should start drinking. There's not a good reason for that. Don't drink just because I made that remark. Not that there's anything wrong with drug or alcohol consumption. You are free to do with your body what you want. Guy who's trying to always be on the right side of history. Do not do drugs unless you decide you want to do drugs, in which case I respect your right to do whatever you want with your body, and it should not be stigmatized because it's not an evil or nefarious thing. It's just a way that we cope with the material conditions of our world. But also don't do it. Oh, event only mutations. It's just less likely to see them in the mutation room. Thank you, TOS. Thank you. Time to start drinking again? No, you don't do it unless you want, and then in that case don't listen to a stranger telling you what and what not to do with your body, but it may impact your mental health and physical health, really. Wait, I can't hit you with that. One sec. I should have been putting glass on your ass. Watch this enemy take my psychic, and then all of a sudden my psychic is useful. What we're gonna do is we're gonna corner the enemy. Oh, you're saying maybe don't apply it as a fact. Too late. I've already imagined you as the person who knows the entirety of the game, and could never be wrong. Let's put you here. We're not going to attack you because I want to line up Oh my god, my cats singing are so funny. I want to line up everyone to attack you. There we go. Why is my explosion upgraded? Yo, he got out. He got out. Oh, champion wisps are a little annoying. I think we'll be okay, but... You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll post something in the Discord, and then maybe, because it's already actually getting close to 6 o'clock, anyone who wants to do the interview, they can sign up for it, so it's not just kind of like a surprise, and then we can do it on Monday. And by the interview, I just mean me asking my community questions and getting to know them better. Okay. This sucks because you've actually broken containment. Now, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I would like to put glass all over you. So let's do that. And then if I do this, you're gonna go into the glass. Yeah, okay. What happens if I targeted my bunk? Would it be able to attack D-Book without D-Book dodging? Yeah, basically all my community members have to pass a vibe check. Can you imagine? I mean, I need a better term than interview. I'll call it like a vent session. Basically, you can like vent about whatever you want, and I'll tell you that you're valid. Okay, we're kind of cornering you again. Yeah, people have to sample their shit posting. I'm trying to finish the house boss in Act 3, first chapter. I always get one event that gives 1 to 2 mutations. I'm not even at Act 3 house boss yet, so I gotta catch up to you guys, man. Guys, they need to invent a drug that can induce mania. Actually, maybe they don't. Maybe that would be a very evil drug, but I could use a manic episode right now, man. I would output some crazy Mewgenics guides if I was just experiencing a manic episode right now. Are we gonna do this? I don't know. I don't think this is a good idea. I think I do have to use my Tinkerer more, because my Tinkerer actually has the ability to damage this boss. Yeah. This is what we need to do. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, bird. Okay, the bird has been turned into a drumstick. The Act 3 raid bosses are horrifying. Human head counts as rare. The one with the extra turn. Okay. 82 stim, congratulations. If you stop taking your Lamictal and pop an Addy, you'll get most of the way to a manic episode. I've never actually tried... Guys, I don't know if talking about prescription medication breaks TOS. I should maybe be a little bit more careful, but I've actually never tried ADHD medication. I fear that it would actually fix me Or I fear that, like... What if I summon 5 baby squirrels? Ah, with all this fire, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe we just need the heals. But part of me does wonder, like, if like, Ritalin would help me. Or if it would just induce a manic episode. Because I guess you can be both bipolar and ADHD. Technically. Okay, I am curious, like, will I be able to attack the boss as long as it's my monk doing it? I want to try this. Also, I need to start dealing with these wisps. Never mind. Okay. I need to start dealing with these wisps. Whoops. Why are you still alive? You have brace? That's so annoying, man. I gotta also probably get out of this fire. Okay, I think this has enough range. Let's try to correct this before it turns real bad. It's already bad. Let's try to stop it from getting real bad. Stop stealing my mana, man. I need it to survive. There is a flying mutation, but the thing that really sucks about it is when you get hit, your character runs away. No, isn't there a flying? There's a flying mutation, I think. Or maybe it's just, it gives you +2. Maybe all it does is give you +2 movement, but it looks like wings. Okay, I am in trouble, eh? The brace on these guys is not helping me get rid of them. Oh no, I summoned a ghost! Yeah, that was stupid. I need food. MF Doom reference. Please, my monk is gonna die, man. He's dead. I don't really have a plan. I guess if I target the wisps with the heal, they would dodge it. I don't know how to tell if they've already dodged. Oh, it's 1 attack per turn. Okay, okay, never mind. It's not worth doing that. I might need the squirrels, man. I might need the squirrels. Okay, well my druid needs to be healed, or my druid will die. Let's leave enough mana for squirrels. Okay. Let's How much damage are the wisps doing? They're doing decent damage. Maybe just knockback machines might be enough. This is about how you expected hard mode debug to go. Yeah, I think I maybe underestimated it. Or didn't like have enough of a concrete plan. I think I would like some knockback. I'm just trying to think, like, I could probably kill you. Okay, this is a 10 damage bomb. But it's gonna miss everything. I could start off... I do like this. That will miss you. Okay, no way to hit both of you. I think I prioritize the ghost. Or no, maybe I do prioritize this wisp. This should kill you. Okay. We have 7 fire though, and we don't have a way to reduce fire. Oh. We basically just have to out heal the fire. Oh wait, we're gonna do it to die. Ah, man. Yeah, I think we're dead. Okay. Honestly, my bad. I'll say this. I do think my team was a little ass. I think I didn't think about the fact that this would be summoning such annoying units. And with their ability to dodge 1 attack per turn, and my inability to attack with my druid and letting my bird die so early, I did kind of condemn us to this fate. This is embarrassing. This is the 2nd time I've died on my stream in like this week. I was trying to prove that this team comp could work. I guess we've proved it can't work. Doom times Ridiculon mashup. Yo, any DJs in chat? I don't know if I can admit that they have some teeth, but I guess they do on hard mode. Especially, maybe bring some equipment. Most people save scum? Oh yeah, I did forget that's an option. Yeah, that was tough. That was definitely tough. I think I might even say on hard mode, you might need to bring equipment with you. Or maybe not need to, but I might recommend it. 33 gold is a lot more food than 40 food. Real sad boy hours. Now I have lots of money and food. I guess the only thing I'd have to do is produce more fighters. I've had bad luck on furniture. I think we got 1 piece of furniture from that run. 1 piece? I don't use anything that has a negative appeal. I think it'd be really cool if they added the option to sell a piece of furniture, even if it was just for 1 coin. Just 1 coin. This is a way to get rid of it. These are all my strays. I'm hoping any of them gets a good mutation. This is my main file. This is not my mutation guide file where I am what's it called? Where I've got 3 mutations on my bloodline. This unfortunately... Oh, we have the ear mutation. We have the dodge chance. I consider that good. I feel like there's no point hoarding equipment. I don't even know if I would call it hoarding equipment. The game just gives you so much equipment. But yeah, I guess I could have been taking it out. I guess I could have been taking it out on missions. Girlfriend. See, that's a bad mutation. You get ground. I am realizing, yeah, hard mode is definitely, it's something. I don't even think we got incredibly bad luck with the brace. I just think we didn't have enough units that could attack. And I really messed up by giving up my ability for my psychic to do damage. Thinking that maybe it'd still be able to do damage. How many 7s on strays do you have encountered? I think right now the max I'm seeing is 3. On my other file, my mutation file, I'm seeing strays with 7 5s because my appeal is like 150 or something. But on this, my appeal is only 64. So my average probably has 1. But I think I'm only taking in cats that have 2 7s. Basically, the amount of 7s that you have... Okay, this guy has 3. The amount of 7s you have dictate how many mutations you can reliably pass down. Okay, you are a stud. Yes. I believe we have secured our 2 studs for the next generation. We got Swiftus and Civ. They have all 7s. They have the dodge chance ear mutation, which means that we retire these guys and we start the next generation of breeding. Starting with Swiftus, who is the oldest. You are retired, and you, I'm not even going to keep you. I have an issue where I bred the eye mutation that gives a random stat up every turn and can pass it down, but I also have a mouth mutation that just gives some regen and bonus healing on consumables. Wish there was a way to breed it out of my perfect bloodline. Well, there kind of is, which is like you just breed them until you don't pass along that mutation. It's just gonna take a lot of iterations. Swiftus, okay. Also, Bambino, you're way too old. You're 20. We're gonna get rid of you. You're 25. So as you can see, my mutation stat being 9 is it's a little too low. I mean, we can try breeding with you, Bunny. Not even close to good enough. We're looking for a cat that has 6 7s. Fighter abilities are also offered when you level up. It could be good on a colorless cat, honestly. I don't hate that. You got some freaky lips, brother. You look like Jinx from Pokemon. And that's not a compliment. That is a problematic character. How do I survive on 10 cats? Well, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know how you guys have 60 cats. Okay, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 9 of the qualities I'm looking for. And you can breed with Civ. That means that you are the kitten who will continue my breeding. Bunny, let's move you down here for a second. Wiener, you are straight and your libido is normal. Alright, we're good, we're good. You gotta be super careful because if you get rid of like the wrong cat, you can destroy your bloodline. Actually, what am I doing? You are a warrior. So this cat has 2 7s but is gay, so it's not going to go into my mutation room. You got a bad mutation, so I'm going to get rid of you.
The Bespoke Poison Company.
Yeah, OG Jinx was literally blackface. And they were like, that's a Pokemon. Wait, did they change it? What do you mean OG? I thought it still was. Hold up, I'm gonna look up Jinx real quick. Oh, not League of Legends. Pokemon. Jinx Pokemon? Oh, now it's purple. I don't know. It still kind of looks bad. It's better. It is better. But I'd say it still looks bad. You're 70, but I still cap out at 500 food. Yeah, but how many nights of breeding can you do in a row? Because that's another... Yeah, to answer your question, part of the reason I keep it so low is just so I can do lots of breeding in between my runs. Oh, I meant to do this. All bad.
Fans of food with an unending shelf life. Here's one called Alone in the Dark.
You're old. -1 charisma. It's not terrible, but it's not necessary. What do you think about giving specific mutations to stray cats? Ungettable through a room are listed anyway. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know which ones are ungettable through a room. So I guess I'll only be able to find that out by doing it for a while. So Stifler? Yo, any boomers in chat who know who that is? Stifler, you are a stud of my next generation. Oh, wait, no, Stifler. Oh, yeah, you're retired. You're retired. Don't get it twisted. I forgot to change your label. If there was a list, oh man, I would love to see a list of which mutations they are listed. Where? On the wiki? Let's go to the wiki real quick. Oh, they're listed as rare. Wait, hold up. I'm seeing way more mutations. Oh, wait. I'm seeing they're all listed in the same place? No, no, don't show me that. Show me head mutations. Oh, in the save file changer. I don't have access to that. Yo, congrats, Ace of Glad. A mod that would optimize your furniture. Guys, how hard is it to make a mod? You're a warrior. Meowzilla. You're a warrior. Alright, I have my next generation of studs already. That was kind of like way too quick. But it's done. Pause, are you able to share with me what the rare mutations are? It shouldn't be hard. I guess it'd just be scrolling through the file, the save file editor, and looking at all the rare ones. 10? Okay, 10 is the mutation limit for a cat. However, it's a little bit of a yes and no because you could have more than 10 mutations on a cat, but 10 is the most mutations that you could ever pass down. Because For example, you could have like one eye mutation on your left eye, one eye mutation on your right eye, but when you pass them down in breeding, the game is going to pick one of those two eyes and then level it out. So 10 is the limit you could pass down, and maybe 14 is the limit you could have if you could have separate eyes. Is that what they're saying? Yeah, that's a bad mutation. Oh, tainted genes. Tainted genes is a skill, right? It's like a passive? Yeah, with tainted mutations, you could get more than 10 mutations, but it's just randomly generated ones. I don't know if it lets you, like, 10 mutations isn't a limit per se. It's just the max that you can pass down, since the game averages anything that is like it puts everything into pairs. So you have like a pair of legs, pair of eyes, pair of eyebrows. It won't let you pass down like one left and one right eye that are both different. I see what you're asking. You're like, would that change things? But no, it looks like it wouldn't. All right, we start breeding our next generation of studs. There we go. We're up to 15 cats in my house. Mostly because we got to send these ones on an adventure. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call the stream today. Thanks for everyone who stopped by, hung out. I'm sorry that I'm still a little sick and blowing my nose and things like that. Goal for today is to put out a party composition guide. And like I got like 6 hours. I think I'll chug like some coffee and get to work. I have most of the script already recorded. I just have to make all the visuals. And goal for the weekend is touch a little bit of grass and then get ready to not touch grass all week. We're going to... I mean, I think I should think of maybe some more ways that I can engage with the Mewgenics community, because I feel like right now I'm doing some bunk ass runs, as you guys have seen. I should also maybe just really focus on clearing Act 3 and then actually like beating the game. I also have to farm those mutations on my other file. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Thank you for saying that you're glad I feel better. I am feeling better. Have a great weekend. Join the Discord if you're not already in there and you want to chat. And I will also put out a thing being like, yo, who wants to sacrifice themselves? Or sorry, who wants to volunteer for an interview on Monday? Maybe we'll try to do that. Anyways, take care of yourselves.